Good to have a good roommate now. So yeah, great girl.
My front door is like 7 inches of steel. Yeah, I know somebody that works at the Pentagon.
Actually, Department of Defense.
Department of Defense. That's where I got the 7 inches of steel door.
A nice thing, sir.
I don't know, Mom. Where's he stopping the song
at? Use his best judgment, like soon.
Use your best judgment.
Like, if I need to be paying attention.
We're on.
Oh, that's mean.
Make sure you say what the song is. You can say what the song is now if you want to do that.
Dean says that you're going to beat his hind end because of what he did. Hey, I could have used a different language, Mom.
Why don't you say what the song is?
He needs to talk to you after the show. Yeah, I'm ready. Ready when you are. Okay, hello everybody, and welcome to the Kevin Storm Show. Today we are live in Wilmington, North Carolina, at the TIdal Creek Co-op with Roxanne Kirtright
from
North Carolina Farm Animal Save. We have, the song was Human by Folkstar, which is a local vegan band. We have quite a lot of announcements, so I'd like you all to go see Farming Humans at a location near you. And the New York Farm Animal Save has their 11th vigil at La Granja Live Poultry at 12 o'clock today. August Day of Action at 6 p.m. with Philadelphia's One Voice and Marianne Bessie. Sorry. August 25th, there's vegan karaoke with Honey LeBronx at New York City's Baby Grand at 8:30 p.m. And August 26th, fun vegan education in Union Square at 5 p.m. across from Whole Foods with Danielle Applestorm. If you can hear that sort of blender noise, they're actually preparing smoothies right now, so I apologize. Wow, a lot of birthdays. Let's see. Sue Wen, Stephanie Schutzinger, Eileena Carmen, Diane Gandy Sorby, Tara Sinclair, John Sakars, Anya Bond, Matt Hand, Penny Jill D. from Palm Beach, Florida, Lorraine Bonaby from VSSJ, Quincy from New York, we couldn't find your last name, Sabrina Locklane, she's an onshore Sea Shepherd volunteer from Warren, Michigan. So again, we have Roxanne, right, from the North Carolina Farm Animal Save. So, how long have you been vegan?
I have only been vegan for about 2 years. I've been vegetarian mostly since I was 15 years old. And I became vegan after I really started spending a lot of time online and started seeing all the videos that have come out of the factory farm system and just being completely horrified that I had been in denial about eggs and dairy for so long. So very happy 2-year vegan.
So, do you have any vegan family members, kids, husband, parent?
No way. No one in my family thinks I'm very sane. Actually, that's not true. I do have a couple of family members who have...
on the bottom of the phone.
I'll just hold it like this.
I do have a couple of family members who have gone vegan, and that is pretty interesting and shocking. When I first went vegetarian when I was a teenager, it was thought to be really, really crazy, and I never met another vegetarian for 20 years. So I was pretty much alone in that. But now there are vegans everywhere. It's pretty fantastic.
If you did already mentioned it, I was being fed information by my mom, so I might have missed it.
To make sure
I'm looking at the screen. The call is still going,
All right,
Mom.
go
Calm
ahead.
down. What inspired you to go vegan?
I love animals, and I think all animals should have rights. Not every species should have the same rights, but every species should have a Bill of Rights. And the very least that we can do is let each species lead their lives the way they want to lead them. And I guarantee you that no animal wants to live in a factory farm or a fur farm or a fish farm. No animal wants to live like that. And every chicken, every cow, every pig, every fox, every salmon wants to live free the way they're meant to live. And that's why I'm vegan.
Okay. I'm worried about the microphone picking up your voice because it's picking the other way. And it's going to pick up over there. Just want to be able to hear.
Okay. So other than North Carolina Environmental Safe, are you involved with any other groups?
It's on the bottom.
I am the organizer for the North Carolina Farmed Animal Safe, and that's one of my primary things I'm dealing with. I also run a feral cat micro sanctuary called Catlandia. I am in a local group called Roar, Reaching Out for Animal Rights. I co-chair the Cape Fear Green Party, and I'm a member of Wilmington Vegan. Wilmington Vegan is you first started the show with Folkstar, and the Folkstar folks have been very instrumental in growing Wilmington Vegan, and also they created a Wilmington Vegan dining guide, which is fantastic. So I want to give props to them for that.
So somewhere on your page, there's a picture of a woman feeding watermelon to pigs. Can you tell us about that?
North Carolina Farm Animal Save is part of the SAVE movement. The SAVE movement started with the Toronto Pig Save group in December of 2010 in Toronto, with just a couple of people meeting. They noticed that there was a place in front of a slaughterhouse in Toronto where they could observe pigs in the transport trucks, and the trucks would sit there for a few minutes before they went into slaughter, and they ended up calling this little place in the road Pig Island, and they started having their vigils there 2 times a week and then 3 times a week. And the photo that you're talking about is a photo of an activist pressing her face up against a pig's face, and he's in the truck, or she's in the truck, and the activist is on the outside crying. And this is what happens when people participate in the SAVE movement. The SAVE movement is about bearing witness to the animal holocaust, and so to be able to get that close to an animal just before that animal dies, knowing that the kindness that you're able to show that animal in that moment is probably the only kindness that that animal has ever been shown by a human in his or her entire life. It's very powerful. It creates a very powerful activist, and that's the picture that you saw, that very, very powerful picture of that experience that that person had with that animal.
What about their local events? What about their local events?
Well, yeah.
Doing things here.
What sort of
Things do you do here?
my words are getting funky. What sort of events do you do locally in North Carolina?
North Carolina Farmed Animal Save is a really important group in the SAVE movement, because Eastern North Carolina is said by some experts to be the most heavily factory farmed place on the planet. We have massive problems with environmental pollution due to the runoff from the pig farms and the chicken farms, and actually the closeness of and number of pig farms and chicken farms in North Carolina is unprecedented anywhere. And as the birthplace of H1N1 and hysteria breakouts, it's only a matter of time before something terrible comes out of these farms again. One of the things that we want to do is shine a light on these dark places. Right now, our group is in the process of finding places where we can do our vigils. Our vigils will be in places that are quite a bit more rural, so it's going to be a lot more challenging for us. We don't have a big city where there's a slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
So other things that we have on our calendar right now, on the 28th we are screening Cowspiracy, the Sustainability Secret. In Wilmington, North Carolina, August 28th at 6:30 p.m. at the Carmike 16 Theater. Then on September 6th, we are holding a workshop on the Animal Enterprise Terrorism Act at the Myrtle Grove Library at noon on the 6th of September. That'll be very interesting. Animal rights activists definitely need to know what the Animal Enterprise Terrorism Act is and how it affects what you do, particularly when you are going to be involved with the SAVE movement and with bearing witness to what's going on with animals in the factory farm industry. We are going to be having an online auction soon. We've gotten some items in from Esther the Wonder Pig, from Compassion Over Killing, and Mercy for Animals to help us raise a little money so that we can continue scouting for places for our vigils and have some printed materials. We are going to be doing tours of Duplin County. Duplin County is a very heavily factory farmed area, and if anyone is interested, just contact me by going on the Facebook page for the North Carolina Farmed Animal Save, and we will hook you right up. We also are going to be touring, screening the movie Turlock, and we're going to have a big event around that, but I do not have that date for you as yet. Everything will be posted on the North Carolina Farmed Animal Save Facebook page for now.
What's Turlock? What's Turlock? I haven't heard of that one yet.
So yeah, Turlock, we're currently looking that up on something Google.
Turlock, the movie is about a rescue story. Something happened in California. This California chicken farm was going under, and there were thousands of chickens inside this farm abandoned to die. This was in Stanislaus County, California in the spring of 2012. The movie is about some activists going to the farm and trying to get some of these chickens out. And it is a very powerful film, and what happened to these chickens is just emblematic of how little value these animals have in the United States and all around the world. These animals are not treated like animals. They're not treated like chickens, they're not treated like animals, they're treated like cogs in a machine. And when that cog in the machine is not useful or not making money, it is just thrown aside. And that's, you may have heard that there were a couple of big investigations in the state of North Carolina recently. One at Prince Poultry, where they were slaughtering chickens. Compassion Over Killing went in there in an underground investigation and found that these people were taking the injured and sick chickens, putting them in a bucket, taking them out back and putting them in a pit with other dead and dying chickens. Then they put a board over the top and left them just there. And the man who was being filmed for this laughed and said it was like a simmering, bubbling pot back there. And when the investigator asked him, well, why aren't you supposed to kill them first? And he said that it would take too much time to wring each chicken's neck to do that. So Compassion Over Killing got that one this year. Also this year, There was a turkey hatchery, a butterball turkey hatchery that Mercy for Animals investigated, and they found that the baby turkeys were being ground up alive. They were being thrown and dropped and tossed all over the place. They were cutting off their toes and beaks with no painkillers. And the newborns were being treated so roughly trying to come out of their shells that they were being caught in machinery. So there's a lot of problems in North Carolina, and a lot of factory farms, a lot of slaughterhouses, and we need eyes on as many of these places as we can get.
Yeah, that's really important.
Have you seen Cowspiracy? And if so, can you tell us a little bit about what it... Oh, you haven't seen Cowspiracy.
Gonna see it this week. Gonna see it this week because we're screening it on the 28th at the Carmike 16.
Okay, very cool.
I believe we announced that last week on our show.
We did.
So, we haven't seen Cowspiracy either, but unfortunately we won't be here next week. So we'll have to find a screening order locally. Maybe they'll do one at Blue Stockings if they haven't already.
Yeah, that's a good
we
idea.
could suggest that to them on their Facebook page.
Do you go to other like protests, or do you leaflet, table information in different locations, personally or as a group?
Vegan outreach is a big part of the Save movement. We promote a vegan lifestyle. This is something I carry with me, and it is just little leaflets about veganism. And the thing about vegan outreach is it doesn't have to be an event. It can just be something that you start up a conversation with somebody who's in line with you somewhere, and just start a conversation. You can start it up with almost anybody at any time. And there are different types of leaflets that you can give to somebody. Maybe you know somebody who's a vegetarian who's looking to become an activist. There's a booklet called A Meaningful Life by Matt Ball that you can give that person that'll help
really good.
Get them to the next level. Or if someone is a full-on carnivore and probably not looking at becoming a vegan, then you might start off with another little leaflet you think that might do something for them, and just explain to them that you just don't think animals should be treated so harshly. And usually when you talk about conditions in factory farms and slaughterhouses, just about anybody can agree that those things are not right. And what people don't understand is that those things are intrinsic, that they're legal. Almost all the terrible things that happen to animals in factory farms and slaughterhouses are perfectly legal. They're protected by the law. It's almost more than you can bear when you know it, but people do need to know it, and that's why the Save movement and other movements out there, all these undercover investigations are going on, because the slaughterhouses and factory farms have been moved to places where they cannot be seen or heard. Sometimes they're in a poor part of town, so there are social justice issues surrounding these places. People who live in towns with factory farms often are quite ill. They sometimes have their yards sprayed with manure from pig farms or chicken farms. They may have leakage from the lagoons coming from these farms on their property, and so there are a lot of respiratory illnesses that come out, all other kinds of diseases, and terrible smells, of course, and terrible sadness that comes in from living so close to one of these places.
Wow.
Do you have pets?
Do you have any pets, and do you raise them vegan?
I'm running a feral cat micro sanctuary out of my home right now. We have not started transitioning to a vegan diet yet because we don't have the money yet. And unfortunately, I had the cats before I had the vegan promise. And so when we are financially a little bit more stable, we will start transitioning, and I hope that's very soon because it's very important to me, and it's a big issue for me. But one day we will be transitioning.
Well, yeah, hopefully soon. We are.
What about the place where we are?
Okay.
The food that we were
yeah,
eating.
the TIdal Creek Co-op. This place is That's actually all the blender noises you're hearing in the background. They're preparing smoothies. I got a sort of a vegan Reuben. It was like
really
grilled tempeh with like mozzarella Daiya cheese. It was actually really good, and
Coleslaw.
they put like the bread in some sort of like a panini press or something like that, and it was really good. And then throughout the show, I've been taking a little drink from my ginger ale over there every once in a while, and then we got this parfait or whatever.
Parfait, chocolate mousse parfait, something with a marshmallow thing on top. I don't know what that was. It was really good. And I got a sweet potato something.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what it is, but we're gonna have to go look around
Really
a
good.
little bit when we're done here with the show.
It's really nice. It's kind of like a miniature Whole Foods.
On an unrelated note, I've been challenged by Station Tech Dean Lewin multiple times.
Dead Air Dean.
Yeah, I've been challenged by Dead Air Dean to do the ice bucket challenge, and he keeps reminding me. So, we still haven't reached a verdict on what we're going to be doing about that.
But we know more about what it is. We learned more about ALS and the Ice Bucket Challenge, and we found a video that was called The Ice Bucket Challenge is Doing More Harm Than Good. It's a really good video. And what do you know about the Ice Bucket Challenge? Nothing. Did you see the video? I think I posted it because I wanted you to see it. Okay. Nothing. Are you going to do it?
I like what they're doing for the cause, but the foundation that they're collecting a lot of money for, like they're in the millions now, like 12, 13, 14 million dollars raised so far, and there's people that are doing the Ice Bucket Challenge. They're actually doing both sides of it, and they're dunking themselves and donating. So.
But where's the money going?
But the money, unfortunately, goes towards animal testing. So that's why we're not sure what we're going to do as far as the challenge.
We can donate to other organizations that don't do animal testing, that actually will do some real research with humans and, as volunteers for studies, and people that are ill that need medication and want to try something, maybe homeopathic, after they've been through trials. You're not getting the camera.
My mom refuses to go on camera this interview. I don't know why. She's camera shy.
Yeah.
But we're not sure where we stand on it yet. So.
You want the ice water on
I
your
don't
head?
know if I want to dunk. I don't know. He's just going to keep reminding us over and over again. He said he's got to talk to us after the show anyway.
In the butt. I have nothing else to say.
Well, you had that to say.
Yeah, I'm fine.
We're at 23, and I don't really know what else to say.
Well, you have a closing song that we shared with your guest. What was your impression of that song?
The folk
The No
star?
Blood,
Oh,
No...
the jaw.
Yeah, No Bones, No Blood.
I loved it. What was the name of
Joss
that
Sun,
band?
No Bones.
Joss Sun. Yeah, I thought that was fantastic.
Yeah,
it's all
it's
about
really
how
neat.
you're having a vegan kitchen. It's a very happy song about having a vegan kitchen.
A lot of fresh fruit. They talk about organics,
Yeah.
and that's really good.
Yeah.
I want to meet them. I don't know where they are.
No animals harmed in the making of all this beautiful food. I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah, that's a good song. The
Yeah,
videos on your announcements.
It's creative, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, they do other stuff too. There's more music, and there's more music by the first band, Folkstar. Yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing more of their stuff, and maybe we'll get to meet them someday.
Oh, we broke 1,500 on our Facebook page.
Yes, you did. You're almost 1515 today. 1,515 likes on just the Kevin Storm Show page. But don't forget there is a fan page. Fans of
fans
K-Storm.
of K-Storm. I'm not 100% sure
It's
how
almost
many we have
300.
on. Almost 300.
Yeah.
Actually, I can check right now.
You don't need to do that. But you've got 4 minutes, so why don't you just play the whole song? And they can follow you on Twitter.
Well, is the
at
song 4 minutes long?
Yes. And they can follow you on Twitter at Kevin V Storm. You have like almost, I think, over 600 followers on Twitter.
Oh, nice.
Kevin V Storm. What are you doing? Stop playing with the phone.
Fans of K-Storm has 293, so almost 300.
Very cool. Why are you putting
You were
it
saying
in front
something
of
about
me?
Twitter.
No, go ahead. I think, Twitter is follow Kevin V Storm. So, do you want to tell Dead Air
yeah,
Dean
so
to start your song and let it play?
Yeah, Dean, you there?
Before that sweet Mexican man goes in there and starts playing his
Hey, Dead Air.
Spanish music.
No, you're not there? Okay. Well,
He's not?
No.
Oh, he actually said he's not there. That's a good thing.
Can you play this song?
And thank your guest while he's doing that.
And thank you to Roxanne
Kirtright. Very
for
cool.
going on the show. Any last words you'd like to say to the listeners?
Your website.
Come on to Facebook and look up North Carolina Farm to Animal Save. You don't have to be in North Carolina to join this group, but if you are in North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, South Carolina, I said that already, Tennessee, anywhere, and especially if you want to become active with the group and help us find places for vigils and help us find places where animals are in trouble in our state, that would be fantastic. So
Anyone
look for
not
us.
on Facebook? Is there another website?
I have a website, and it's going to be up soon. We are switching sites right now, so I will post that on the North Carolina Farm to Animal Save page.
Very cool. Thank you very
Okay.
much. It's a great meeting, and we'll see you
So
again.
yeah, if Dean has started our song.
Did he?
You started the song? Okay, good.
Go for it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Stay warm.
Mom, you have to call him.
I will.
Okay, bye.
Bye, Dean. Bye.